Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Cardi B tosses significant shade at Offset while celebrating in Paris. Cardi B and Offset have experienced a lot of promising and less promising times as of late. Recently, the previous pair invited their third kid together, only weeks after she sought legal separation. Both of them had been genuinely close-lipped regarding the split until last week when she went off on him during a progression of Instagram lives. She made sense of that. She's continued on from their relationship, took steps to indict him, and that's just the beginning. He terminated back by blaming her for laying down with another person while pregnant with their most youthful girl. In spite of the hazardous and public trade, the Enough rapper as of late jumped out for Paris Style Week, going to shows for Vivienne Westwood, Mugler, Paco Rabanne, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. As of late, she even hit the club for an evening of tomfoolery. She made a move to toss much more shade at her ex, nonetheless. In a clasp, Cardi is seen going up to a motorsport, yet helpfully skirting Offset's stanza. She likewise seems to glare, however it's hazy whether that was likewise a poke at the previous Migos part. One way or the other, clearly they're based on distant from great conditions. During one of her previously mentioned live streams, for instance, she even cases that she laments getting into a relationship with him. Scandalousness is the new normal nowadays. You've done everything, so I couldn't care less. However, much thanks to you for my children. Each of them 3, I don't lament not even one of them. Be that as it may, I lament you. I don't lament my children, you're a decent daddy. No doubt about it, she said at that point. What is your take of Cardi B tossing conceal at her ex Offset while celebrating in Paris? Might you at any point fault her? Cardi B gleams in first open locating with bougie gold dress at Paris Style Week. Cardi B has been managing a considerable amount over the most recent few months or somewhere in the vicinity. Yet again the Wiz rapper is parted from Offset, who is presently a dad to 3 of her kids. She conveyed a sound child young lady on September 12th, notwithstanding managing some well-being panics simultaneously. Most as of late, she unexpectedly added a claim to her plate, which is comparable to one of her more up-to-date singles, similar to what the proprietor of the California Manor in the video sent a few authoritative reports to her and Offset for basically deceiving them about why they were leasing the spot. He guarantees that their groups contacted him that a mysterious client was hoping to film a TikTok. The mortgage holder waived the expense hence. In this way, he's suing them for not paying any of the expenses. Cardi B answered with extraordinary enthusiasm, showing that she feels her and Set got this case clinched. In this way, indeed, she's experienced a ton, yet presently she's getting to partake in a bit of personal time at Paris Design Week. The pre-winter run is here, and it started off this past Monday, September 23rd. As per TMZ Hip Jump, not exclusively is Cardi B in participation for it, but on the other hand she's appearing out in a fabulous manner. There are a few pictures/recordings of the New York local in a bougie gold sequined and bordered dress. The article of clothing is made by Paco Rabanne and she is totally gobbling it up. You can guess by her enormous and welcoming grin in the photographs, as well likewise with the video she shared to X. This is her most memorable public appearance since conceiving an offspring not very far in the past, yet you can scarcely tell. She's likewise been seen in a flowy and hot dull green dress too, making it clear she's prepared to kill the other celeb visitors. What do you honestly think about Cardi B's gold dress at Paris Design Week? Do you suppose this is her best look yet? Why or what difference would it make? What's been your #1 look from her such a long ways at this season's 7-day stretch of design? We might want to hear what you need to say, so leave your contemplations in the remarks. Furthermore, consistently keep it secured with HNHH for all of the most recent news encompassing Cardi B. At long last, remain with us for all the other things happening in the realms of music and mainstream society. Cardi B uncovers third pregnancy was stunning, we were on extremely terrible conditions. Cardi B reviewed her shock at finding she was pregnant following a genuine dreadful evening with Offset on New Year's Eve. Cardi B is focusing on her third pregnancy, uncovering she and her alienated spouse, Offset, were stunned to learn they were expecting as they were on exceptionally terrible terms at that point. Last week, the previous hip-bound super couple exchanged hits online in the midst of their third shot at a separation. Nonetheless, Cardi B was feeling more intelligent during a new outing to Paris for Design Week. She jumped on Instagram Live to inform her fans concerning the conditions encompassing her pregnancy. "This is around the time that I'm advancing the F# hashtag out of enough," Cardi B made sense of. "So I'm like, damn, I'm pregnant. However, I'm not actually respecting it. Me and my child father, we were on extremely awful conditions. I actually called him and we sort of chuckled about it since it was like, what the F# hashtag. That S hashtag is so irregular." She likewise uncovered the couple were cozy on Valentine's Day, and she at first accepted that is the point at which they imagined. Nonetheless, she made sense of they spent a genuine frightful evening together on New Year's Eve and understood that possible when she became pregnant. Cardi B thought she was pregnant subsequent to encountering an uncommon side effect. "I got up one morning, and my mouth posed a flavor like copper," she added. It in a real sense possessed a flavor like copper. "So I was like, goodness my golly. This possibly happened to me when I'm pregnant." Cardi went for an ultrasound image, where she learned she was anticipating a young lady. She additionally found she was really 17 weeks pregnant and not 6 or 7 weeks as she naturally suspected. "At the point when I figured out it was a young lady, I began crying much more," Cardi made sense of. "Since you all realize that I love raising young ladies." Australian powerhouse draws Bianca Censori correlations in the wake of wearing profane dress to companion's wedding. Since bringing together with Kanye West, Bianca Censori has been springing up in much more titles. A large portion of that has to do with her outfit decisions. Pretty much consistently, it seems like she raises the stakes and the thing is viewed as real apparel. A portion of that might be impacted by her accomplice, yet at the same time, they can get absolutely revolting in any case. Of late, she's been hushing up, yet individuals are as yet going to connect her with naughty outfits regardless of how long she keeps on being more moderate. As a matter of fact, the web is as yet coupling her with that disgrace, albeit this time it's being applied to another person. As indicated by TMZ, an individual Aussie whose name is Talia Scanes is drawing Bianca Censori correlations for her unseemly clothing. Wearing almost nothing in broad daylight is clearly untouchable, however what's ostensibly much more so is that Talia did as such at a companion's wedding. In the composition, the 29-year-old powerhouse is showing loads of cleavage and stomach, and in a white dress no less. "A wonderful day celebrating love," Talia subtitled the post to IG. Generally, this decision needs to drove a ton of discussion on the web and in her remarks segment. Some revere the look, with one client saying, "Here she is, primary person generally." Notwithstanding, there's a furious horde with pitchforks and lights tearing into